Welcome to another episode of the Nashville Dads. This episode, we talk about Christmas activities, mental bandwidth, and soccer. We hope you enjoy.
Well, two things.
Yeah.
We just had Jimmy on.
Yeah, we did.
So that was awesome.
That was
Had
fun.
a great time talking to him. He was super ecstatic about it.
Yeah.
And then we had our article.
Oh, did that post?
Yeah,
Sweet.
it posted. Yeah.
Nice.
So I put that up on Instagram
On the
and
Grams.
Facebook. So
Nice.
check it out.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to have to put up the dad walk. Me and Evan did a dad walk Saturday morning.
Okay.
We just,
Nice.
last minute.
Just like we're doing it.
Yeah.
Doing
It
a dad
actually
walk.
turned out to be a good day. It didn't rain.
What was
that
this
morning.
past Saturday? I don't remember.
It was like high 50s,
Okay.
maybe low 60s, but overcast. But didn't rain until later on that day.
I feel like it's been literally like since 2 Fridays ago. I feel like it's just been like dreary
Oh yeah.
every single day.
Yeah, I look back and I'm like, wow, Halloween was almost 2 months ago.
Yeah.
That was a month and a half ago.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? Yeah, and it was a rainy Halloween also. What is
yeah.
up with this?
That
We were
sucked.
trick-or-treating. Yeah, we both were out trick-or-treating. You were on this street. I was on the street over. And I was like, oh, we'll go over to Justin. Oh, nope, it's raining. Yeah,
Yep.
shut it down. Everyone, we're done for the
Yeah,
night.
we all me and Haley were just running in the rain.
Yeah,
and
basically.
just got soaked.
So cute. Such a fun time.
Yeah, did you dress up? I can't remember
Yeah,
last year.
our kids made us dress up, and we dressed up as sharks.
Sharks?
Yeah.
Okay,
you-
from like
whenever-
Baby Shark.
Yeah, no, the girls were like, you should be a shark. And we're like, sure. All right, that's fine. Because Target was doing like a buy one, get one half off
Nice.
deal. Or I feel like someone was like,
Oh,
what was
yeah,
your-
that's
well,
cheap.
Yeah,
Okay.
what was your theme for Halloween? It was buy one, get one.
It was whatever was the
Yep.
cheapest.
I think Holly was a mermaid. Magnolia was something.
Okay.
I already forget. She was Owlette from PJ Masks. That's what it was.
What?
Yeah, it's fine. And
even
then
know what that
Heather
is.
and I were sharks. And there, people were like, oh, what's your theme? And I was like, buy one, get one.
Yeah. What was Joshua?
He was an avocado
Avocado.
because
Nice.
there was a hand-me-down Halloween costume.
Okay,
So
yeah,
what was
perfect. There you go.
What was Ada?
She was Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. And I was
That's
Tigger
cute.
too.
Were you?
And then Haley was Piglet.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah, it was awesome. But we never got a picture.
Yeah, because by the time you got out, and you're like, oh, let's do it. Oh, it's raining. Never mind.
We were like, all right, we got to take a picture before we get out of our stuff. And then we were like, we're really miserable in this wet,
Yeah.
stuffed animal type clothing.
It was
So-
also cold rain. It
Yeah.
wasn't like, I feel like there's a difference of misery
Yeah.
between like you're wet or damp and like, no, it is like you're just cold.
yeah, it's miserable
It is.
because the warm rain, I don't care.
fine.
It actually is refreshing.
Yeah. That's all good.
Yeah, but that was just like almost like freezing rain.
Yeah. And like your clothing was just like stuck to your body and just
Yep.
like cold and shivering a little bit.
But what's new with you?
Oh man. So much soccer. The World
So
Cup
much.
is almost over.
Oh, yeah.
It's, I
So
think
you're wearing your shirt?
Yep, I'm wearing
Or
a
your-
Nashville Soccer Club jersey.
Yeah.
Or hoodie, sorry. But yeah, nope, been making the girls watch a lot of it. We did, whenever America played Netherlands in the round of 16, the Geodis, where Nashville SC plays, did a watch party there.
Oh, cool.
And so since I'm a season ticket holder, they they send the email out to us before they open up to general public.
Nice.
So we went onto the actual field of Geodis,
Oh,
and they had it
cool.
like up on the big screen and stuff. It's probably like 100 people. It was super casual.
Oh, wow.
America lost pretty badly, but like besides that, it was pretty cute. It's pretty
Yeah,
fun.
I was gonna ask, how did the U.S.
They
do?
lost 3-1, but you know
Oh,
what?
man.
It happens.
Now I don't know soccer very much, but is
fine.
it like is it round robin or?
So they do the first like 2 weeks basically they have 8 groups. There's 4 teams in every group, and then the top 2 of all the groups move on to the next round, and then a single elimination.
Okay.
So so it's like a single elimination game where you have one game to beat the team, and then you move on.
And then I heard Brazil lost, and that was
did.
they were supposed to win it all,
They
or
were. Yep. Well, I think the bigger news on that, you came to a dad podcast to talk about FIFA, right? Everyone
yeah,
listening.
of course.
Was that they went into, so whenever it's elimination, you play for 90 minutes, then you do 2 15-minute periods, and if it's still tied at the end of that, then you go into penalty kicks.
Okay.
So at the end of the first 15-minute extra time, Brazil got a goal. And then for the second 15 minutes, they like just played lazily, as if they're like, we got this, we got our goal. And then Croatia came back and scored and beat them in penalties. So it's not just like Brazil was supposed to win, but it's not like Brazil literally was 15 minutes away from winning and just got cocky. And then Croatia, who's a like older team and more experienced, were like, we're going to win this game. We're going to keep fighting the whole time. So Brazil is, I would say, much more talented player by player than Croatia.
Yeah.
Croatia was just like, nah,
They weren't giving up.
They weren't giving up.
Yeah.
So
That's what you get, Brazil.
that's where you get Brazil.
So who all's in it still?
Oh man, Croatia, France, Morocco, and why am I blanking on last one? Argentina.
So it's only 4 left?
It's only 4 left. Yep. So Tuesday and
man.
Wednesday are the next 2 games, and then Saturday they play for 3rd and 4th place, and then Sunday is the final.
Oh, man. Are you excited?
I'm excited. Yeah,
Awesome.
It's legitimately really fun.
Do you have anybody that you want to go all the way?
Let me think. Croatia, actually, any of them, I think there's a good storyline. Croatia, they're like a tiny country that like no one would ever
They're
expect to
like
win it.
Greece, right?
I actually don't know. Like, they were in the final 4 years ago against France. So there's a potential for them to meet again in the final and like almost a rematch, which would be kind of fun.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun. Morocco is the first African nation to ever make it to the semifinals.
Oh,
so like
awesome.
in every single World Cup, an African team has never done this well. So that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And Argentina has Messi, who rumor has it is going to come and play in the MLS in 2 years from now, once his
Okay.
contract is up with his current team.
So is he I'm guessing he's a really good player.
Yeah, he's like, easily like one of the top 5 like soccer players of all time.
Oh, wow.
But he's never won a World Cup before. He's played in the final in 2014, but he's never won it. So it could be like it's his last World Cup because he's 35. So he's past his
yeah,
prime.
he's so old.
He's so old. He's basically at death's door. But so it's his last World Cup. So it's like, can he actually
Gotcha.
go out and win a World Cup in his last attempt? So
Well,
there's a lot of
that'd
good
be cool.
storylines.
That's
out there.
Argentina?
Argentina.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Traditionally, usually European teams win it. So there's only 2 European teams in it, and then there's the African and South America team. So
Yeah.
I think the last time a non-European team won the World Cup was 2002 when Brazil won it. So it's been like 20
wow.
years since a non-European team won.
And they just slacked off.
They did. So
Well,
they did. So anyway, so yeah, no, it's been cute to actually, here's a really funny way to describe it. Magnolia gets out of pre-K at 2 p.m. and Holly gets out of first grade at 3 p.m. So I have to do 2 pickups, just how Metro is with release times.
Yeah.
So there's normally a game at 1 p.m. A half is 45 minutes. So I watch the first half. I jump in the car. I go pick up Magnolia. I go back home. I wait until the second half ends, and then I sprint over to go pick up Holly. So that's what the last like month has been basically. Is me being like, you can't have 10 minutes of extra time or stoppage time. I need to go pick up a kid. Don't you understand what I'm dealing with here? Netherlands and Argentina.
They should be very cognizant of you, Devin.
Yes, they should be. I don't understand why FIFA doesn't worry about my pickup schedule more, but they really need to. But it's been fun. Like I've had a couple. We've gone places to watch a couple of games. We've had a couple people over and stuff. So it's a fun community
thanks for
thing
the
to do.
invite, you
So-
know.
Well, I didn't
joking.
think that you wanted to. I had a friend come over actually for the Brazil game, so I kind of didn't anticipate that you could work out of my house on a Friday at 9 a.m. So
course.
maybe.
Of course. Friday at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's-
doing anything.
You're not doing anything. You don't have a normal 9 to... Well, I guess your job is really more like 7:30 to 5
Yeah.
than 9 to 5. So
Yep. Wonderful. But yeah,
yeah.
awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun.
it's fun. It's cool. I
I might try to watch Sunday.
think it's at 9 a.m.
On a Sunday, though, right?
On a Sunday, yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah. So whenever you're a parent, it's like 9 a.m. I've already been up for like 3 hours. Like, this is fine.
Yeah, especially with Ada.
Yeah.
She's been sick again.
Yeah.
When is she not sick?
I know. It stinks, man. So Ada is constantly sick, it seems like. I've had some friends who have had that similar experience where their kid is sick for like the first years of their life, and their desire to have a second kid is pretty much non-existent. Are you guys kind of in that mode of like, it'd be nice to have a second kid, but we can't, like, this first kid's sick all the time. I want to make sure I'm taking care of it well.
At the moment, we are no more kids, but we were like that 6 months ago. Then like 3 months ago, we were like, we want kids.
Yeah.
And then a month ago, we were like, Ada's good enough.
It is good.
So it just depends on what's happening in our lives at the moment.
It's an honest answer.
Yeah. I mean, part of me is like, man, I want to have a brother and sister for Ada. I want to have another one.
Yeah.
I want to experience it again. Having been on meds and not going crazy, to maybe hopefully experience in a more positive way.
Yeah.
The first 6 months, I think it was. So that is something that is always tugging at me.
Yeah.
But then how would we do this? Because
Yeah.
we don't have any family that live close to us.
It's a weird mode because it's not like you have the arrogance of it, but you have the awareness of like, oh man, if I have a second kid, I know what things I would do where I would be better, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
you kind of want to put that to the test because having a child and raising it is such a test. It's such a you have to learn so much so quickly.
Oh, yeah. You learn it on the go.
I want to do something with this. I want to have more family. I also want to have a bigger family. I feel like I'm ready for it. And then you're also like, I know someone who their kid is like 2 or 3 and still doesn't sleep through the night. And they're like, I'm not having another kid.
Oh,
I don't get
man.
more than 5 hours of sleep for realistically probably 4 years if you include pregnancy.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
right?
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it does. But if that's someone's experience or you guys have spent a lot of time at the doctor, I feel like you've done a couple emergency room visits with Ada.
Uh-huh.
That's not to me, that wouldn't be this had another kid.
Yeah, this was great.
This is great.
No, it was
everyone's
great.
goal to hit their deductible
Yeah.
on health insurance every year.
No, it was. Every moment is awesome with her, but yeah,
It's bandwidth. It's about bandwidth.
Exactly, and right now, I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it with 3.
I don't work.
I know that, but still.
So that honestly plays a big. I feel like some people would be like, "How do you do this with 3 kids?" And I'm like, "I don't. This is all my job. This is my main focus."
Yeah, but that's hard in itself.
It is, but since I did work full time whenever we had 2 kids for a year before doing this, I'm so much more in tune with how much harder it is to have a full time job and try to do this at the same time. That's still in my mind is no. Imagine if you were working from 8 until 5 or something like that, and then we're coming back into this world.
Yeah,
it's different. It's just, to me, I think it's just different. I am very still in tune with how much harder it is to be both full-time working parents and have kids, where I'm like, oh no, I have to figure out what to do with 3 kids today. Oh no, I go to the zoo today.
You make it sound so just trivial, but no, it's hard.
It's there are definitely,
give yourself some credit.
Never. There are definitely moments in which you need help or someone else to come in and help you out with stuff. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not going to act like that's not the thing. I think how many moments I have of that on the regular, I don't feel like are that often. I feel like when we both worked full time, it was a lot. So,
yeah, I mean, we just had that conversation before we started recording. One of my managers put his daughter in daycare last week.
Yeah.
And is already sick.
Yeah.
This is first time being sick. She's probably 18 months old now. And he was just like, it's a cesspool out there.
It is.
And he was just like, I give you so much crap. Whenever time you said that Ada was sick, but
she's
now,
sick again.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, no, man.
Welcome to having a kid in daycare.
Basically, it's part of it.
Unless you have family and you're working full time, it is, like you said, it is hard to try to figure that out.
I think I never underplay the constant background stress of whenever you both work full time. Does your kid make it through a full day of daycare or not?
Yeah.
Because it is a constant stress. You sit there and you're like,
please.
All right, man, I need to be at work today. I need to be fully focused. So I need you to not be sick today. Can you not spike a fever at all today? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And so
you have that conversation every. No.
Yeah, right. Yeah. to not have that stress anymore, or today Magnolia had a slight fever whenever she got home from school, and I'm like, cool. So you might just stay home tomorrow. You might just need to sleep and then you'll be fine, or you might stay home tomorrow. That's fine. That's the entire conversation.
Yeah.
Versus okay, Heather, I've got this meeting at this time. Heather's got this meeting at this time. Which one of us stay? The lack of negotiating Heather and I do on a daily basis is worth
Better.
it.
Yeah.
So
I get it. I get it. Because me and Haley were like, all right, you've got the morning.
Yeah.
I've got the afternoon because she has meetings after that. But I was able to just do some work from home.
Yeah.
Emails, estimates, phone calls, and stuff like that. But still, like, my stress level just goes through the roof.
It's all very fragile. If you're at home watching your child and trying to do your full-time job with your full focus at the same time, it's just not a good scenario.
Doesn't happen.
It doesn't.
In a good instant, if at all. Yeah. What else has been going on?
Oh man, let's see. We got Christmas ahead of us.
Yes.
We're gonna do 2 Christmases.
Have you decorated?
We have, yes. We decorated the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So it's been a bit.
So you guys, if I remember correctly, decorated before Thanksgiving last year, right?
I think we decorated the weekend before because, yes, it was something like, okay, Thanksgiving weekend, here we did like a Thanksgiving in Evansville, then a second Thanksgiving in Nashville, and then the weekend, like every weekend was booked.
Yeah,
so we had to go against the cardinal sin of decorating before Thanksgiving. So
I remember us having that conversation on I think it was our first.
It was like
episode.
our first or second one.
Yeah.
So yes, we were able to hold off. I think we got back from Indiana on that Saturday, and then we decorated.
Yeah.
So because for whenever Ada gets older, she'll just the entire week like, why haven't we decorated yet? Why are we not decorating? And it's like, guys, it's October. Like, it's like you have to calm down.
Something that we didn't really take into consideration when we bought the tree and where we placed it. It's in her play area.
Oh, is it? Oh
yeah,
my gosh,
like
it is,
that's where she plays.
Oh,
so
no.
she is constantly grabbing and tugging.
If you look at our tree, the bottom third of it is nothing because as Josh pulls them off, we just put them up higher.
That's smart.
Yep. Next year he won't do it, but like this year, yeah, no, totally. The bottom third of our tree is bare.
Oh yeah, yeah. She'll crawl over, grab something, and then we'll be like, Ada, no.
It's a tree full of toys.
Oh yeah.
Like what? Like, have you bought the unbreakable or whatever they're called ornaments yet?
Just like the stuffed animal?
No, like as in like they look like the glass like round ornaments, but they don't actually break. I don't know. We have some of them. They're just glittery. Those exist.
Okay.
Where they don't break if they drop them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. We have a few things that are sentimental, but I don't.
Yeah.
But they're up higher, so I don't think that's a big deal. But other than that, everything else is not that special.
Has your daycare done like an ornament where they do like her handprint or anything like that?
Not yet, but man, they did so many Thanksgiving things.
They?
Oh yeah, we've got like a huge stack of all of her stuff.
That's cute.
I mean, it's basically all hand and foot.
Yeah, of course. That's all adorable too.
It is. It is very adorable. We bought a little sign that we can clip her artwork up.
Yes.
So
we have we have a clipboard for both the girls hanging because I'm bad at doing artwork for Josh. So
yeah,
need to up my game.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll do Christmas with my family this upcoming weekend. And then we'll do Real Christmas with Heather's family the weekend after. So 2 busy weekends ahead of us. Should be good, but just
extended weekends or just trying to get through Saturday, Sunday.
We'll drive up to Indiana on Friday and then probably drive back on Sunday.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then my parents are going to keep the 2 older kids for cousin camp. So my nephew's going to stay back for a little bit too.
Awesome.
So it'll just be Heather and I and Josh at home for like 2 days or so.
Well, that'll be nice.
Yeah, it'll be cute.
Yeah.
So they're all excited.
Is that the first time?
It is, yes. Because they're now like old enough where like they can actually do that.
Yeah,
and like
stay at grandma and grandpa's house
and communicate what they need.
Yeah,
like the communication skills of an almost 7-year-old versus we're not dropping Josh off too. Like it's like I was just changes the energy and stuff. Like Holly and Magnolia, you can do crafts with them. You can go to the zoo. You could take them to a movie. They'd have attention span for everything. You don't worry. Like there's no nap schedule. Like you just make sure they have food and snacks, and you hang out.
That sounds glorious.
Yeah. That's what's ahead of you.
I am looking forward to it.
It's very fun.
Yeah, awesome.
What about you? Besides Ada being sick, what's good? What's bad?
Well, this weekend we are planning going to Haley's dad's house. They have a big Christmas breakfast or brunch or lunch, something like that. Yeah. But at the gymnasium of a church, and I mean it's probably 20, 30 people or so. Cool. They play Dirty Santa and just have a good time. Have lots of food. So
Yeah.
looking forward to it. We haven't gone in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
I think
that's most people's...
pre-pandemic. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. When was the last time? Probably 2019.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas food?
Ooh. I like my mom's green bean casserole or the broccoli casserole.
Broccoli casserole.
Yeah. What about you?
I just think of ham and mac and cheese for some reason.
Ham and mac and cheese?
I don't know why. Not
like mixed together?
No,
or,
as in separate entities. I understand how I said that.
It's like, hey, man, more
you
power
know what,
to
man?
you.
You do what you got to do to
Exactly.
survive. I just think of carbs. I don't know. I feel like I don't think of Christmas as much of a food holiday so much as like Thanksgiving is.
Yeah.
Like, but
still, I mean, you usually have that turkey or that ham or something.
What about...
We're not doing that this year, though.
You aren't?
No.
What are you doing? What's your main protein?
It is I think a ham casserole or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my sister called me yesterday because we're going there on Christmas weekend.
Okay.
To my parents' house. Called me yesterday and was like, we're thinking about not doing a traditional Christmas dinner and just having casseroles and then just hanging out. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I would love to have that ham or that turkey, but
that's
yeah,
fine.
I'll do without it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this will be our first Christmas with Ada on my family side.
Cool.
So I'm looking forward to it.
It's fun.
It'll be a lot of fun. Be there for a couple of days and then head home.
Nice. Do you get much time off work?
Yeah, I mean I can take off.
Oh, you can? Okay,
basically
cool.
as much as I want.
Yeah.
I rarely take off anyway, so
That's
I
what I
still
thought.
have basically all of my vacation time.
I feel like that's the trap Heather gets into also. It's like, I'm going to take days off. Nope, hold on, they scheduled a meeting on that day, and there's too many people involved, so we can't really reschedule it.
Every time that I do schedule.
I don't work that, if I only do one meeting that day, that as versus like 10, that is actually a better day. So,
yeah.
That's what happens when you have responsibility. So,
and then for me, it's always like some type of fire that comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, why does it have to be the day or the week that I'm taking off?
Yep.
So again, stress level.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Through the roof.
Yep.
Yeah. What else has been going on? Anything high, low?
Let's see. Kids are about to be on Christmas break.
Yeah.
So Friday's the last day of school. So,
This Friday?
Yeah, this Friday.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
So they'll be out until like the first week of January, maybe. Actually, I haven't looked it up. I feel like I'm just trying to get through these next 2 weeks.
I miss those holiday weeks off.
So I am not a nostalgic person, like at all. I don't pine for the past, like at all. The only thing I ever wished still existed was Christmas break. Like whenever you're in college and you had like a full month off and you didn't have, your only responsibility was to show up and eat food and open presents.
Yep.
How do I go back to that?
To be young again.
It's not even youth. Like I could be this age and
Yeah.
still do that. That'd be great.
I'm pretty sure there are people out there.
There are definitely people
They
out there
live
that-
in the basement of their parents' house.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, got it. That's where I went wrong. I decided to try to do something with my life.
Or they live in a van down by the
by
river.
So, but
Awesome.
yeah, nope. Kids are about to be off of school, so I'll figure out what to do with them for those 3 weeks. But I feel like Heather's off for a little bit of time, so I haven't put any intentionality into it yet.
Yeah.
So.
Have you done any of the Christmassy things around town?
No, we usually go to Opry Mills Mall at least once. So maybe we'll do that. But no, because they have like Santa comes to their school, so they'll do Santa pictures there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just hanging in there, watching soccer. We got some busyness ahead of us, but it should be good.
We went to, I think it's called the Dickens Family Christmas in Franklin.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, well, it was a lot of fun.
Okay, yeah, tell me about it.
There were a whole bunch of people that dressed up in like that Dickens
Charles
era.
Dickensian, I think is the word.
Dickensian.
Yes.
And they sang carols.
That's
they
cool.
did some dances, took photos, and,
Yeah.
and things like that. And it was all downtown at the square.
Cute.
Had tons of vendors out selling different stuff.
Did anyone open up a window and scream, "You there, boy! What day is it?" at you?
They probably did at some point. They had different like little plays going on,
That's cool.
or people singing and dancing and things like
Yeah.
that going on throughout the area. So at one point they probably could.
They probably could have.
But I'll tell you on a first dad account of taking a stroller through a crowded area like that.
It's not fun.
That was
It's not fun.
Man, I was like on high alert the entire time.
Do you
just having
normally have road rage whenever you drive?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. And now, but this time they can hear your insults.
Oh yeah.
You're out there with the stroller.
Well, I was actually being very polite and because I would run into people and be like, I'm sorry, or like people would try to be getting around me and I wouldn't see them and then they'd stop and I'm like, man,
sorry, I'm not trying.
Yeah, I'm trying not to try.
Yeah,
but so for any new dad out there that has not been in a big crowd,
maybe wear it back. Maybe do the carrier.
Oh, yeah,
instead.
The Osprey carrier.
Maybe the Osprey carrier.
Get into that. I didn't think about that.
I mean, you never do.
Maybe
I
next
didn't think
time.
of it until this moment. Or I'm like, maybe a carrier would have been nicer. So
yeah, but we plan on doing hopefully Opryland. Either that or Cheekwood or the zoo.
We need to do Cheekwood.
There's so many different things that are coming up now.
Yep.
I mean, Cheekwood is awesome.
Cheekwood's really cool.
Yeah, I love going in the actual house as well.
I think the last time I went, they had a huge like train set up in the bottom floor or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, or they always do some it's whimsical. Whimsical.
Yeah, and then the zoo. Is this the first time that they've done this?
The Illumination or Zoom, whatever it's called. I don't actually know. I feel like they do it randomly, and we've never gone to it before. So I'm just like, oh yeah, sure, you're doing that thing. And that's all I really know.
Yeah.
So
I want to check it out.
Yeah,
it looks like a lot of fun.
It looks like it's
that was
cool.
Something when I was a kid that we did is we went to the zoo because it was called the Festival of Lights.
Yeah.
And they had everything lit up. You get your hot chocolate. You walk through the zoo. And then, just had a great time.
Here's the real question when you discuss on the podcast. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay, I was going to say that for you, but I wasn't sure.
Oh, man. I love that movie to death and watch it at least 5 times a year.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Just to get a good laugh.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It is a classic, absolutely ridiculous Christmas story or Christmas movie.
I love it. What about you?
I probably the Muppets Christmas movie. That's because I am a Muppet, like a Muppet Christmas Carol with Michael Caine. So,
because you are a Muppet.
I mean, I'm a Muppet. Let's be realistic here. I was gonna say Gremlins because that is, technically a Christmas movie.
What? Is it really?
Yeah, it happens on Christmas.
I guess I haven't watched it in a long
always
time.
say Die Hard as their ridiculous answer for best Christmas movie because Die Hard happens on Christmas. It's a Christmas party. But I think Gremlins is an underrated, really ridiculous. Why is Christmas even involved in this entire movie?
Man,
Gremlins happens at Christmas.
I guess I've never put two and
two
together.
The female character in it has a whole story about how her dad dies in the chimney whenever he was dressed as Santa. You have not watched Gremlins enough. That's the real moral of this podcast episode.
Oh, I guess not. It's been a while.
I feel like there are lots of random movies like that where you're like, why did you even involve Christmas? Because I think it's Mogwai is the Christmas gift that he buys. But that's a really you could have so many other reasons to buy that pet.
Yeah. Gosh, there was another movie. It wasn't the Gremlins, but it was like a roly-poly type thing that had really sharp teeth.
Critters.
Yeah. Yes. That was during
Leonardo
Easter.
DiCaprio was in one of those.
Was it real? Was he really?
Yep.
Man, I'll have to check that out. But I remember them getting in the Easter Bunny
that's right.
outfit and killing that guy.
Yeah. And it's why is Easter involved in that?
But that's been ingrained in my mind since I was a little child.
I think that current kid movies are because I feel like Gremlins was marketed as a kid's movie in the 80s.
Probably.
Or I think it was PG-13. And now you go back and watch it and I was like, who thought that, even Goonies, it's who thought this was a kid's movie?
Yeah.
Well, it's kids doing stuff. That doesn't make it a kid's movie.
Me and Haley had that conversation. We watched all the old classic type Christmas stuff like Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph, the claymation one.
Yeah, all the claymation stuff,
Yeah. And some of it's pretty damn scary.
Yeah.
Or creepy.
Yeah, it's just eerie. And you're like, why is that?
This was I watched this and didn't think anything of it.
Now I watch it and I'm like, I don't want my kid to watch this. Yeah.
But we let Ada watch it anyways.
Because she doesn't understand yet.
Yeah, she's just like, Pretty colors.
We're gonna have to. We'll do a watch party for Gremlins at some
do
point in
it.
time.
Oh yeah, let's
Only
do
the
it.
first one, not the second one. Second one doesn't happen at Christmas, so
Okay.
got to do the first one.
All right.
There's even a scene where the Gremlins show up at someone's house and they do Christmas carols as they terrorize the woman inside the house.
Oh, geez.
There's a lot of
I
really
guess
weird
it's been
Christmas
a
stuff in that movie.
Long time since
Apparently,
I've
my
seen
parents let me watch Gremlins a lot as a child.
Well, that says a lot about you, Dad. No,
It does.
I'm
Yep.
joking.
I'm the third. You know what? There's like, are you breathing today? That's fine. You're safe. You're good. Are you eating? You're watching horror movies again? That's fine.
Oh man. Well, should we wrap it up?
Should. Yep. That's about all I
Awesome.
got. What about you?
I think that's it.
I think
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Yeah. Should we change our tagline to instead of I think I hear a kid crying to I think I hear Ada coughing?
Yeah. Let's do
So
it.
she hasn't been coughing this episode, so
Knock on wood,
Knock
man.
on wood,
'Cause,
man. Hopefully
she
sleep
has
through the
been coughing up a storm during the
That
nighttime
stinks.
and just
That's so
waking
rough.
us up.
that's the worst.
Yeah.
Here's
All
to good
right.
health. We really hope you enjoyed that episode. Please make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the Nashville Dads. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.